started reading the Craven the Last Hunt, I guess the Spider-Man issue.
Right. Yep.
Um, I just read like a couple pages of it, and I was already kind of floored by it.
Hmm.
I have a basic understanding of Craven. I've seen him in like cartoons and some other medias, and in this comic alone, like he is way more, I guess, animalistic than I realized.
Hmm.
I mean, with I guess with the comic medium, you can really go all out, and you can't really do that in like in a kid's cartoon. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading that, and because it's somewhat of a self-contained story, and
Yeah.
so that'll be pretty interesting. Um,
This is the original story crossed over the different titles. So this will be come from the trade paperback here for you guys. This is the trade paperback. Um, so
yep, that's it.
on the right will be the issue out of Amazing Spider-Man, and then you can see Craven there on the left. This is very, very iconic. And here on the back, so again, sometimes guys, if you don't know how trade paperbacks work, on the back, see how it says right here, it has like a little story summary. It says the ultimate tale of revenge. Here, make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's funny how it blows up on my screen, but then you look at the main share screen, it doesn't look that much different. But it says collecting Web of Spider-Man 31 to 32, Amazing Spider-Man 293 to 294, and Spectacular Spider-Man 131, 132. So 6 issues. So it's only 6 comic books. It crossed all 3 of the titles that were definitely live during that time frame. And interesting enough, this is one of those that I went back to read right away when I really got into comics, because these were already out when I got into comics. So here's the first part of the story, and you can see with the art, very immersive, very interesting. You're like, whoa, what is happening?
Yes.
That kind of thing. And then, of course, then you have your image of Craven. You're like, what on earth? And, very intense, a lot of, like you were saying, you're just like, holy cow, this is crazy. And of course, there you go. He knocks Creature's head right off. Like, it's just
Yes.
crazy what's happening. Like, what, dude's naked, decapitating something, running around. What is happening? So, yeah, especially in the fact that they, I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen the Red Band trailer for the movie?
Yeah, that was for
That was
somebody that's
epic.
not even a big superhero fan. Like that was crazy seeing that from like a Marvel movie, I guess you can consider it, or Sony.
Uh, it's a
Sony.
Sony. Yeah, Sony owns everything Spider-Man.
That's
So
right. Yep.
again, so back in the day, um, Marvel went broke, right? They just
Yep.
sold all their rights away. They didn't know what else to do. So they have to release, so much content per such a time and whatever. I just There's all these rules, right?
Yes.
Well, um, they had their problems with the Amazing Spider-Man time frame. The Andrew Garfield time, and it kind of fell through. It just didn't go right. So they had all these things planned out, and
Yes.
now because they've been able to tap into this Tom Holland stuff, and it's gone pretty well for them, they they're trying to kind of go a little further. So just a couple little shots we can kind of go through here with just. Um, I was told it was going to be rated R. This was a Red Band trailer, so I was very curious on how graphic they were going to go. And Aaron Taylor Johnson, he basically played one of the Quicksilver in the MCU, so in the Age of
Yes.
Ultron, that character, right? That's him right there. And Russell Crowe plays his father. This flashback sequence, and there's all these hunting references and things like that. That's what you get. But what you get in this trailer that you don't get in most Marvel, which I think is what you were saying, Angry Canadian, is you get like graphic violence.
The brutality was just it was unbelievable. Like
Yeah,
this is the brutality I expected in like Venom or Venom 2 that we
yeah,
didn't
Venom
get.
Carnage. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said I don't understand why the studio would even try to make a Carnage movie if there's not going to be Carnage.
exactly.
Because this is not wanting to cooperate. I don't know why it's spinning like this. See if this is the shot where he just jumps through. Man, they really buffed him up. I don't know what kind of roids they put him on or whatever. But this dude looks huge.
Yes.
So, and it is definitely hardcore. Yeah,
Yeah, he bites a dude's forehead.
he just bites a chunk of meat out of this dude's
Yes.
face. He just spits it out. So yeah, total epic, crazy tease of like a hardcore rated R. They took that, threw us a spear, threw a dude, threw a helicopter out the other side. So So
it was wild watching that.
yeah, watch this. He's yeah, blah 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 blah, and just shoots him. He's standing in the blood of the guy that he's there to talk about, and then he just lets the crossbow go. Yeah,
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 that was crazy. Wow.
yeah. Yeah, you're gonna love it. I think Craven's Last Hunt's fun. I will say I'm not versed enough to know the iterations of Craven now. It's something I'm going to be trying to catch up on ahead of the movie. I remember reading some of them, but it's like the Marvel universe can get very complicated and convoluted sometimes. So I totally can get, lost in it as well, just
Yes.
because I didn't read every single thing. And just there's,
Yeah. Right?